Yeah, well, I was very lucky. Like 2 years ago, I made a film with, my friend Dave Sowerby in Edinburgh, around the streets of Edinburgh. And once it went on YouTube, it kind of blew up. Really, I kind of suppose it went viral on the internet. And really, since that, I've been incredibly lucky. I've partnered up with Red Bull and also with Dig Deep. So I'm now able to basically, I ride my bike for a living, which is amazing. And one of the other cool things I got to do with Red Bull this year was make this project, The Way Back Home. So it's a kind of, not a follow-up to the Inspired video, because we didn't really make it to try to beat it, or to, it was really just to have a new video that was quite sort of different to the Inspired video. So yeah, I mean, I've been incredibly lucky with all that's come from making one little video and putting it on the internet. And I suppose a comparison of what's happened is, when we made the Inspired video, we had a premiere in my flat in Edinburgh, and I think I had 5 friends there. One friend brought round some champagne and stuff, but we watched it twice and then just flicked over onto TV or whatever. But now I'm back in Edinburgh having a premiere of this new film. But I think there's maybe going to be like 400 people there, so it's a bit of a change. So it's crazy. I'm a street trials rider, so street trials is basically, riding around cities and using the different obstacles like walls, stairs, etc. Just to do kind of tricks, and sort of be just using a kind of a more creative way than having a wall stopping you from getting to the next place, or stairs to walk up. So it's a really cool way to kind of, or I find it a really cool way to look at a city, as like a kind of giant playground. The kind of stuff I do in the Inspired video was just like riding along the top of a spiky fence, and what else? Yeah, I'd ride up a tree and things like that, or do a flip off a tree. That's the kind of, I suppose, the things that stand out to most people. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of stuff that I've been doing for a long time. But I was very lucky that we put it down in I had my friend Dave Sowerby filming it and making it into the video that kind of eventually got into where it has today. So the Way Back Home was quite a lot harder because I had a much wider area to be looking. I had some things in mind in Scotland, but some of which that I never imagined myself doing, like the Edinburgh Castle. I never thought in a million years I'd be riding on that, let alone trying to do a trick I'd never done on it as well. It really was hard work, because riding streets is quite simple, because it's concrete run-ups, concrete landings, and that kind of thing. But trying to ride or go to turn up on an island that's off an island, and where it's been raining for like the last 2 weeks, and then dig up the ground, try to build a line, and then have it rain again for another few weeks or months, or like on the days that I'm trying to do it, it was just really hard work. But I mean, we really pushed through it all, and I'm delighted with what's coming out at the end. And importantly for me, it's showing Dunvegan off. I really wanted to get some good riding there, and I managed to do it. There is obviously like a massive thrill and a real sort of sense of achievement that you get from doing the tricks that I've been doing in the video. It's amazing coming up with an idea sort of 6 months before, or a year beforehand, and then suddenly you find yourself in the situation where all the parts of the idea have come together. You're there on the wall, or at the run-up of whatever you're needing to be doing, or you sort of dreamt of doing, and then the feeling of landing it, is the reason why I ride a bike. Really, it's kind of coming up with problems that don't really maybe exist for other people, and like it's only a problem you make in your head, but sort of sense of achievement of doing it is it's unreal. Although sometimes, especially on the Way Back Home, a lot of the feeling was actually more relief, because sometimes like one of the lines would take 10 days with the weather, and or my riding wasn't up to it, and having to really push for it. So once I actually finally landed the last trick, just before the sun would go down on the on the last day of filming or something like that, then you're just like, just relief.